Most of you will know that I am the chairman of the Twinning Association between Great Yarmouth and Rambouillet. The twinning movement was formed after the Second World War as a community response to the desire for the Second World War to be the last World War. Communities across Europe came together. They decided that they would make associations and friendships and collaborations between people and between countries and towns within Europe. The main idea being, of course, that if you know people from France and Germany and Switzerland and Austria, etc., 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 if you know people from other countries within Europe, you're far less likely to wish to wage war on them. And the friendship between Great Yarmouth and Rambouillet is now really, really strong, regardless of what happens with the EU and all of that business. The relationship is really, really strong, and I think that it's testament to the twinning movement in general. That's why I happen to have this wreath, because tomorrow I'm going to go to the Cenotaph in Great Yarmouth Town Centre to present this on behalf of the fallen people of Great Yarmouth and Rambouillet. I'm doing that in our town to pay tribute to the people from both towns. Some of you will know that at time of remembrance, there's a very specific poem which people tend to read out, but they tend to just read one verse. It's very famous. The verse is, "They shall not grow old, as we that are left." Have you heard that before? Now, it's very famous because it speaks very closely to most people's hearts. But what I thought I would do today is just read the entire poem. We normally just hear one verse, and there are only 7, and it's not particularly long. And I thought it might be a good thing for you to listen to. The poem is called "For the Fallen," and it's by someone called Lawrence Binyon. And I read online last night that Lawrence Binyon wrote this poem sitting on the Cornwall cliffs, looking out to sea, more or less at the outbreak of the First World War. So remember that in acts of remembrance, we remember all of those who gave their lives in any war, even in recent conflict. And I find this quite interesting because probably for the first time in a long time, most generations in England and in Britain will know somebody that has served in the forces and has been at war in one theatre or another. Until recently, until the problems in Iraq, and before that again, there was a big gap between those that remembered wars and those that didn't. So I'll read the poem. We'll have a minute's silence. We're more or less at 11, so we're joining in with the rest of the country. And Anne will play us our last post and give us a minute's silence. And after the last post, there's the reveille as well, which ends that. So this is the poem "For the Fallen" by Lawrence Binyon. With proud thanksgiving, a mother for her children, England mourns for her dead across the sea. Flesh of her flesh they were, spirit of her spirit, fallen in the cause of the free. Solemn the drums thrill. Death, august and royal, sings sorrow up into immortal spheres. There is music in the midst of desolation, and a glory that shines upon our tears. They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. They mingle not with their laughing comrades again. They sit no more at familiar tables of home. They have no lot in our labour of the daytime. They sleep beyond England's foam. But where our desires are and our hopes profound, felt as a wellspring that is hidden from sight, to the innermost heart of their own land, as they are known as the stars are known to the night. As the stars that shall be bright when we are dust, moving in marches upon the heavenly plain, as the stars that are starry in the time of our darkness, to the end they remain. Thank you.